What up, what up, what up? It's Kenny. Headed to the gym August 7th, 8th, I don't know, 1099 life. Drew had asked me on band to give a response to conference and what my takeaway from it was. And guys, listen, I'm just going to keep it 100% real with you today. This might be the most real video that I ever shoot and publish. This is either going to motivate you to death or you're going to quit. That's it. And the one thing I took away, and I took away a lot, and I'll try to keep it as short but as valuable as I can, is guys, you got to believe in you, okay? If you don't believe in you, this ain't going to work. If you're approaching this from the mindset of, well, this is maybe going to work, you're screwed, okay? You're screwed. Quit now, because you're just putting off the inevitable, okay? You are screwed with a big old capital S. If you don't have the confidence in yourself, why do you think, why should you expect somebody else to have that confidence if you don't believe in yourself? Okay? You're done. Quit. Get out of the way so people like me can get shit done. Move. Bye. See ya. Good luck. The ticket for the conference was $189. Okay? It's 3 days, and you're sitting in a room with people who are, making $500,000 a year, $1 million a year. You're sitting there listening to Barry Clarkson talk about how in the last 15 years he's recruited 15,000 people and he's made $46 million. If that doesn't get you amped up to get paid and to change your life and to change, the lives of your family, there's something wrong with you. Straight up. There is something wrong with you. If that doesn't get you motivated, if that doesn't get you amped up, you're in the wrong damn business. Again, bye. Okay? And I know what I'm going to hear. Kenny, I don't have $200 for the ticket to conference, and Kenny, I can't pay for the room, and I don't have the money to go. Okay, that's a fair conversation, okay? I'll give you that. But I'm also going to ask you this. If you went to the doctor and the doctor said, hey, I got good news, I got bad news. Good news, or the bad news, is you got cancer. And it's terminal. And, you got 6 months to live. Okay? You're done. 6 months. But, for $50,000, $10,000, $100,000, whatever it is, I can get rid of it. You won't die. Okay? You get that, and you will hustle your ass off to get it. You will have GoFundMe pages going. You will be hitting up your friends and family. You will be taking out a home equity loan on your house. Now, if you had living benefits, of course, you wouldn't need that. But that's a conversation for another day. But, you're going to work your hind end off to take care of that. And why? Because it's a priority to you. See, a lot of you guys are sometime, not part-time. A lot of you guys are just kind of in it, and you're not fully invested in it. And so, therefore, you don't see conference as a priority. And the reason I use 6 months is because, listen, they give you a 6-month heads up. When they do the summer convention, they announce when the winter one is. And when they do the winter one, they announce when the summer one is. So it's not something that they just spring on you, okay? So if spending, call it $1,000, I don't know what it costs, but, between, your travel and your food and the room and the ticket to the convention, if it's not worth you spending $1,000 to level your ass up, then again, get out of the way. Okay? Get out of the way. Bye. Because there's some savages in this group that is going to get some shit done. Okay? There's two types of people in this world. There's people who talk about doing some shit, and there's people who actually do the shit they talk about. Which one are you? Okay? But listen, when you're sitting in this room, like I said, and you're talking about, Barry Clarkson making $46 million in 15 years, and when you're listening to people who was, your garbage guy making 40 grand a year that's now making $160,000 a year, okay? When you're sitting there talking about, a high school kid that's on pace to make $150,000, when you're sitting there listening to, a gentleman who's over the entire Medicaid division of the state of Georgia with a family and a wife, and he's making over $100,000 a year doing this, and when you sit there and you listen to this guy who's got 22 years invested into Verizon, and he's doing this, and he's making more money doing this than he is with them, guys, you don't have an excuse. So how about, instead of expecting people to baby it and sugarcoat it and tell you what you want to hear, how about you be accepting of constructive criticism and understand that life's not always about what you want to hear, but it's about what you need to hear. Okay? Stop making excuses. If you want something bad enough, you'll figure it out. Now, listen, you've got to invest in yourself. I don't give a damn. You've got to invest in yourself. If you got a gym membership, you're investing in yourself, right? You're investing in your mental and physical health. Okay? If you went to college, you invested in yourself, education, right? I've done it all, right? I've got a gym membership. I've been to college. I spent several thousands of dollars in March to go to Dallas to learn how to do Facebook marketing and to create ads and run funnels and generate leads. Okay? Did I really want to spend that money? No, I didn't. But you know what? If I can sit there and I can look at this and I can say, okay, this trip to Dallas is going to cost me $6,000, okay? But I'm going to walk away with this with knowledge that I didn't have, and I'm going to be able to forever use it, and it's going to pay for itself 1,000 times over. I would be foolish to not do that. But here's the thing. This only works if you do. Okay? Now, I got a couple of guys on my team who are absolutely struggling financially. True story. Absolutely struggling financially. And here's the thing. They could have said, man, I can't afford to go. But you know what? They made it a priority. That tells me that they're all in. That tells me that they're committed. That tells me they don't have a plan B in case this doesn't work. This tells me that no is not an answer. No's not acceptable. And they're going to fight like hell until they get what they want. And I'm proud to have them guys on my team. My team is full of warriors. If you ain't going to compete, if all you're going to do is sit around, whine, moan, bitch, and complain, and expect to get baby, you ain't going to be on my team. That ain't how we roll. So, if you're wanting to take your business to the next level, guys, you've got to be around people who are better than you. Okay? I mean, that's why you've got the 12-year-olds that are practicing with the varsity guys. Because they're heads and shoulders above their age group, right? I mean, the only way you get better is to compete against people who are better than you, and surround yourself with those people. When I'm sitting in that room and I'm listening to Jared Ewing talk about how he made $1.3 million last year by nurturing relationships, creating relationships, and building an agency, listen, I'm all ears, and I'm not going to act like I know it all. Because guess what? I ain't made $1.3 million this year. So today, Jerry Rice, today I will do what others won't so that tomorrow I can accomplish what others can't. So guys, listen, you need to get your ass to conference. You need to not make excuses. It's in January. I believe it's from January the 17th through the 19th. I believe it's at the Marriott. I'm not 100% sure. But you need to make it a priority to be there. And listen, if you can't get there, okay, that's fine. Life happens, right? But at the same time, you can't be pissed off when everybody else around you's leveling up and you're sitting there like, oh, they're just lucky. No, it's called hard work. And you know, the funny thing about it is the harder I work, the luckier I get. So, y'all need to get to conference because, you know, these people are real. These people are doing it. These people are getting paid. And it's not a big mess of bullshit. Okay? Listen, I'll tell you what. Like I said, I went to this conference. Guys, I would have paid, you know, $2,000 for that 3 days. Honestly, I would have probably paid more than that. I would have paid whatever it was. Because I understand the value of continuing education. Okay? If you're in sales, you're never going to know it all. And somebody out there is always going to be better than you. And if you're new, guess what? The best place for you to be is at conference so that you can surround yourself with people who are excelling, people who are achieving greatness, and then you can connect with them and you can say, hey, how are you doing it? Teach me. What advice could you give me? Because I'm going to tell you, you don't know how to reach out to these people because right now, all they are is a name on a leaderboard. But when you see that name on the leaderboard every week and then you see them on that stage and then you can walk up to them and you can have a conversation with them, guess what, guys? You've just created a relationship. And that's what none of you have done that didn't go to conference. I formed so many relationships in those 3 days that, guys, my life is going to change just because of that. Because now I've got those connections that you don't. So when you see my name pop up on the leaderboard, when you see my team pop up on the leaderboard, you know, when you see my name get posted up in band, you know, hey, it's because I'm out here working. So, you know, you need to take that sometime mindset you got where you work, you know, 3 hours here, then you take 4 weeks off. You need to take that sometime and you need to make it part-time. And you need to go from thinking, well, maybe this will work to this has to work. And, you know, when you've got people talking about, you know, recruiting 8 people doing 1 app a week and you're making $65,000 a year in passive income, you better get to submitting them ICAs, okay? My team's already got 6 or 7 of them in this week and I didn't get back until Monday. Today's Thursday. So, you know, guys, as always, you know, if I come off too direct, I'm sorry, but listen, I'm just an Eastern Kentucky boy, and, you know, I know black and I know white. This gray shit in the middle, I don't know what any of that's about. The only thing I know how to be is honest and forthright and not sugarcoat. If you want to succeed, you need to get in the ditch. You need to get in the trench, and you need to put in your work. You need to work on your grind. If you're not doing that, then you need to be okay with being where you are. But if you want more out of life than you have, and you want to change that, the first step is getting your ass to conference. Hell or high water, borrowing the money, whatever, you need to get there. Because the money it's going to take for you to get there is going to be